Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Browns of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The second of two games tonight. It's the Browns and Steelers underway to wrap up week 2. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. On second down, here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, but now fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now they'll change things up. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. Incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. On the return is Peterson. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the 3rd-year man, Najee Harris. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Pickett will look to throw it here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
24! 25! 24's down, he's coming.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They pitch it to Chubb. Powering forward. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a diving catch right side. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. York able to send this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were.
And oh, he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Pickett on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. There's the stiff arm. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 14 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
24! 24! Alert! Hey, alert! Alert! 59!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up third down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Up the middle. It's Chubb. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Give. This is Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Watson off play action. Buying time to his left. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's got a full head of steam. George Pickens. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. On first down, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first down throw, Watson. His throw incomplete.
Well, I seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because it catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the gun, here's Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Pickett back to throw.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Warren. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. Throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
4-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Harris is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
And Pickett going to move his guys around.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's
both
where
of
we
these
find our
coaching
man
staffs
Jonathan
feverishly
Coachman at our
making their
EA
final
Sports
plans
halftime
for the second
report.
half.
Coach.
One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On second down, this is Harris.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Watson changing the play.
And the Rio de Janeiro first down.
A run for Nick Chubb.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Well, Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through.
And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets him the lead here in the 3rd, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that, too.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Pickett.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Pickett now from the gun here.
It's brought in by Harris.
And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Anthony Walker up behind the line and finishing that play off.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL.
Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
24 is down. He's coming.
Here's Watson. Throw's going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Peterson. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 1st down, Nolan. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Steelers have taken a 4th quarter lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Watson on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now Watson going to change the look here.
To throw on 2nd is Watson.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here's Pickett.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown! Nick Chubb. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Pickett. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Pickett.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them. They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Let's go now.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
79 Broncos.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And the Browns 1st down.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that.